Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Barbie Dolls of the Week. This week I want to talk about several things, but first of all, I want to show you guys this shelf up here. If I can get this thing. Okay, so right above my head on this shelf is some dolls that you've probably seen before, but one thing I wanted to point out is I've gotten more stands. I've gotten more stands, and so more of the dolls are standing up. And of course, that's my long-term goal, is to get more and more stands and get more and more of them standing up. So I just wanted to show you that, but that's not the focus of the video. Also, one other thing, I want to ask one of my viewers, Stardust Ceiling, about the idea that you gave me for making homemade stands out of, gosh, now I'm forgetting, it's cork board or foam board. This is a sample that I did trying to follow your directions or your instructions on how to make them. And I just want to ask you, how close am I? This obviously is a black one. You had suggested using white. This is just a sample, so it's not the one I would actually be using. But this was one we actually had here at the house. So the thickness is such that I don't really think this could support the weight of a doll. And actually, when I tried it, it didn't, which is what I thought. But anyway, I just want to get your input on this and what you think. Obviously, originally it was taller. I had to cut it, but it was taller. But is this what you're basically talking about, or where am I off? Because I'm having trouble picturing what you're talking about. So please let me know. Thank you. Okay, now on to the main event. So this week I want to talk about some dolls from the Barbie Basics line. Now, over the years that Barbie Basics was active, I really didn't do a lot with that. I really wasn't into those dolls a whole lot. They were just not, I wasn't feeling it at the time. But there were a few that I got, including in the series where they had the three male dolls with the denim jean material. Those I really liked, and I thought they were really unique, so I got them. And I have them up here on a shelf. I'm not going to show them today because I have already shown them in another video, but I love those three male dolls, and especially the rooted hair and so forth, the clothing. They just look really good. But today I want to talk about another part of the Barbie Basics line, and that's these ladies. These that are in swimsuits. So, and let me get those to where you can see them better. I'm sure you guys have seen this, but for those who may not have, so this is the box of one of them. Now, actually, there are 6 in the series, as you see here, and believe it or not, I have 5 of the 6. At the time, I was just not wanting the 6th one, but now I've changed my mind, and as normal, I want to complete the series. So I'm going to be looking for the 6th one. The one that I don't have, by the way, is this one in the blue, the Asian lady or girl. And yeah, she wasn't my favorite, and I just decided not to get her at the time. But now, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get her. Now, these also, one of the reasons I liked them is some of the accessories they came with I really liked. For instance, this doll, which I'll show you in a minute, has, oh, by the way, has a stand. This is a pet peeve of mine that I just want to put out there. I don't like when dolls don't come with stands. It's just so cheap of Mattel or whoever it happens to be, to not put a stand in with a doll or not put shoes in. I mean, come on, how much does that cost? So anyway, that's a pet peeve of mine. But this lady has this little purse, which is very nice for the beach and roomy, I must say, very roomy in here. Need to put some things in there. And then this scarf, and here's the doll herself. Now this one, when I saw her, I definitely wanted to get her because the hair, I love her hair, and I like the yellow on her skin tone. And so yeah, this goes with this, and I think that it looks good together. Um, So I'll set that aside for right now, though. By the way, here's her shoes. That's another thing I liked about this series is the fabulous shoes, including these that you see here. And not exactly beach attire, but looks good. She's got earrings and a bracelet and no ring. Now, the one thing I don't like about these dolls is this, body where the legs don't bend. They bend just sitting wise, but not at the knees. And the arms don't bend, they're stuck in one position. That's just not something I really like. They're great for posing. And, actually, now that I realize again that she has a stand, I will probably just put her on it and be done with it. But right now I have these dolls displayed on the wall, an idea that I got from someone on Facebook. But the problem I'm having is, when you try to keep a doll in the box, but the box won't stay closed. And, the idea that I had gotten is that above my windows, you gotta find every space you can to display dolls. And above the windows, you use a thumbtack, and with this right here, you hang it from, not the thumbtack, I'm sorry, a push pin. You hang it from the push pin. And actually it works pretty well, but I've had to, as you see here, tape these down to get them to possibly stay shut. So I do not like these boxes that these are in. The only good thing is, like in this case, when I'm showing her to you guys, this one, and by the way, these only have numbers, which I don't like. This is model number 7. I don't know why they can't give them names. That's, to me that's kind of silly. Now, normally this would come out real easy if I wasn't trying to show it to you guys, but it doesn't want to come out right now. So I'm going to leave it in. But here's this doll, the number 7 model in the orange bathing suit. Now, usually, and by the way, here's her bag and scarf. And she has some kind of more traditional shoes. I don't know if you can see them in there. There they are. So not nearly as interesting as the one on, let me see what her number is, by the way. Model number 8, who is one of my favorites. This one is one of my, just okay. I'm just okay with this one. But this one reminds me more of Barbie herself. And I do like the orange bathing suit. So, and obviously the accessories are very similar. Then we've got model number 2 in the series. Also, I don't know if you guys can see it here, but there's this weird stuff on the box that's sort of making it, see that? I don't know where that comes from. So I am tempted to just debox these and put them somewhere, on stands. I mean, I don't know. How many of you guys have these, and have you redressed them, deboxed them, and redressed them? Because that would be my thought, was to put them in something else. But I don't know how easy it is to do that, to put them in sort of normal Barbie clothes when they have these type of bodies. I've not hardly done any of that, if I have. So mostly these kind of dolls, which also, these look dolls or City Shine and all that, they are the same type of bodies, and I have kept them all in their boxes. So don't know how easy they are, but if anybody could let me know how easy these are to redress, I would appreciate that. But this one is the redhead, one of my absolute favorites, along with the African American, and I like the green bathing suit on her that you see here. And then she has the same, I think they all have the same bag, which I wish they would have done a little bit of differences, or a black one, a tan one. Doesn't have to be the gold shiny. But the scarves are really nice, and they're color coordinated with their outfits, which I really love. And I love this picture, by the way. It's such a powerful That's one thing they did really, really well with the Barbie basics is the photography on signs and things. I know I went to the Indianapolis Children's Museum when they had the big Barbie exhibit, oh, about 6 years ago, I think it was. And they had huge signs of the Barbie basics to sort of welcome you to the Barbie exhibit. It was so powerful. I'm gonna have to look for those pictures I took and post those. But anyway, here is this one. It just she. By the way, this one is model number 2, as I said. But if I had to pick a name for her, it would be Laura. I don't know. She just reminds me of a Laura. Or if she was Hispanic, maybe Ariana or somebody. So love her. Okay, let's move on to the other 2 in the series. And this one is that's why these boxes just drive me crazy. They look dusty, but they're not. It's not dust. It's just something on the plastic. So anyway, this is the pink bathing suit. The other thing I like about these, by the way, is that all the bathing suits are a little bit different. So the bathing, even though the bags are the same and the scarves are the same except for the colors, the bathing suits are different. Oh, and let's see. Her shoes are a lot like that other one's shoes, just kind of, normal. Oh, I can't see them. The normal Barbie shoes. There's nothing really different about them. They're okay. And I like her hair, by the way. It's a lot better than that other blonde. First of all, she's not blonde, but the hair is styled differently and it looks a lot better. And since I can easily reach in and feel it, I don't think it has like a lot of glue in it or something like that. And she looks like a Lisette or someone like that to me. So, since they have numbers, I tend to think of them as names anyway, and this one is, to me, is a Lisette. She looks like Lisette. Okay, and the last one in this series that I have right now is this dark-haired ponytail. And I don't know, I haven't thought of a name for her yet. She's very angular looking, I think, her face. She's got the purple bathing suit, obviously, violet colored. And she's got the blue and violet and green in the scarf. And let's see what shoes she has. Oh, hers are a little bit more unique. I'm hoping you can... let me turn that wrong way. You guys can see the shoes some there. I like these. These are better than those other 2. So, yeah, this one, I have to say, this one has really angular features, and I don't know, she's not the most feminine looking one, if I had to say. Almost has a look of someone who's transitioned from male to female, I think. But doesn't mean she's not still a beauty. She just is not classically feminine features, I don't think. And her nose is, I don't know, it's just a little different than some of these others. But back to this one for a minute. I just want to give you a better look at her hair. It's a little smashed in the back from being in the box. And this tie, I don't know how I'm going to tie it, but for right now I'm going to take that out a little bit. Hold on a second. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when they have that loose tie like that. I either want to put it in a bow or tie it down somewhere so that it's not just hanging there. That bugs me. And sometimes you can snap it in. And by the way, they do have. I just noticed this. They do have metal snaps, and that's really unusual for most of the more modern dolls. They don't have a lot of fabric in some of these bathing suits, but I do think these are cool. That's why I got them. And they're just kind of fun. I love the colors of all the bathing suits and the color coordinated, but she's definitely got the best shoes of the group. Now, I don't know which one's the blue bathing suit Asian one has, but when I get her, I'll find out. So anyway, if anybody's selling her for a good price, let me know. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this look at some of the Barbie Basics dolls. And I hope you will like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and feel free to share it. Okay, take care, everyone. I'll see you next time.